Meta Championship Series number 17 is live right now at twitch.tv/Duel Links Meta. This is the largest, most competitive Duel Links tournament that happens monthly. $1,400 plus. The best players around the world, even players from Japan, are playing live right now at twitch.tv/Duel Links Meta. I'll see you there.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
YouTube and also Twitch chat, Six Sams are taking the meta by storm, and it is my job as Duel Links Meta to show you the most optimal way to play this deck. And the most optimal way to play this deck is as unfair as possible. It's really hard to counter this deck. A lot of people are trying the most degenerate strategies, and it's still not working. This deck is dominating. It's the most played in tournaments. It's most played on the ladder. For example, in the last Meta Weekly, we had 26 Six Samurais in the full deck type breakdown, and then in the top 32, 19 made it to top 32. That's a 73% conversion rate, where everything else is much worse. So it is performing immensely well. Also on the website, you go on the tier list and you could click on Six Samurais under high potential over here, and it will show you the most popular way that's best performing. 93% are playing 3 Fuma, 89% are playing 3 Six Sam United. So this pretty much builds the deck on its own. This is your deck. 18 cards, put whatever you want for the final 2. Cunning of the Six Samurai, Grandmaster, Cosmic Cyclone, Canadia, Floodgate. I like Legendary Secret of the Six Samurai because it helps play around the opposing 6-style dual wields. I'm going to focus on the top tier tips of this after quickly telling you how this deck works. So you could skip to the tips. I'll put a timestamp for it. All right, so how this deck works basically is the boss monster is Shien and negates a spell or trap. It's a synchro summon. So you need your level 1 tuner to make it. Now, how do you do that? With the level 1 tuner, the best way to special summon it from your deck is with Dojo. Every time you or your opponent summons a Six Sam, you could ditch it, special summon a Fuma from the deck. That's your level 1 tuner. Or if you open it up in your hand, you can normal summon it. And if you normal summon your Fuma, you could then special summon a Kizan from your hand to then synchro summon into Shien. Or when you normal summon your Fuma, you could special summon a Legendary Secret of the Six Samurai to then synchro into your Shien. That is the main way to synchro Shokan into your Shien. Now, to pair up with your Shien, like Shien's not enough, negating spell or trap, also protecting itself from battle or card effect destruction, we have a Nishi. When paired up with a Nishi, you could send any monster face up on the field back to the hand. A Nishi is OP. Level 4, it also works with Dojo, so Dojo plus any of your level 4s. Another great thing with Fuma is when destroyed by battle or card effect, it could special summon a Six Samurai from the deck. So you want to special summon Kazaru. Kazaru, when special summon, you could search your deck for any Six Samurai besides your Kizan. You could search for your Nishi, search for another Fuma, or search for a Legendary Secret of the Six Samurai. All of this special summoning coupled with Six Sam United, every time a normal or special happens, you gain a counter, ditch it, draw 2, pot agreed. Now the trap of choice is 6-style dual wield. This card is so versatile. It deals with so many situations. It's like a treacherous trap hole that you're playing 3 of. If you only control 1 Six Samurai, you can return 2 cards in the field back to the hand. So that's the basic rundown of the deck. We are playing this with the tie that binds. I think that's the best way to play it right now, especially for the mirror match. Now, some quick tips. Let's talk about Fuma. Fuma is a double destruction protection for Shien by being on the field. So if you were to destroy my Shien, I could destroy my Fuma instead, and then when Fuma is destroyed by the effect of Shien, Fuma will summon another monster from the deck, which Shien could then protect itself against. That's very cool. Now, be very mindful of setting up for a Nishi through Fuma and Dojo. A Nishi is so powerful. You want to have 2 Six Sams in the graveyard. You want to special summon it with your Dojo or special summon it with your Fuma. That sometimes includes, and you will look like a big brain if you do this, if you have a Shien and then you have a Dojo, there's less than 4 counters on it, so you can't summon an Anishi. What do? You special summon a Fuma from your deck, you suicide your Fuma into their monster, then you special summon an Anishi from your deck. Now you have a Shien and an Anishi. And then if they only have 1 monster on the field, return it back to the hand. OTK. That's over 4,000. Now, Fuma into Kazaru is OP. If they ever destroy Fuma or you destroy Fuma, You special summon Kizaru. That's very powerful. Let's talk about Dual Wield right now. Understand that Dual Wield cannot be activated against a non-continuous trap/spell activation. So ready? Picture this. Your field is a Keyzon and a set Dual Wield. That's it. Now your opponent's field is a Keyzon and a set Dual Wield. All right? Same exact field. The first player to activate their Dual Wield means that the opposing player cannot activate it. Because if I activate it first, now my field is a face-up Dual Wield and a Keyzon. He cannot activate Dual Wield onto my Keyzon and my Dual Wield. So be mindful of that. Also try your best to play around it. But also, you know, don't be afraid to activate cards. If you're another deck playing against the 6-Sam deck, if you're playing around Dual Wield. For example, if you have a Destiny hero and you play Mass Change, they can't chain the Dual Wield. You're safe. As long as you're only activating one card at a time, you have no other cards in the field besides that one monster. Against Yubel, Chain Link 2 and higher, you want to use your Anishi or your Dual Wield to return Yubel, the Terra Incarnate, back to their hand. It will cause them to miss the timing. So, for example, I could have Anishi on the field. They have a Terra Incarnate. I could just activate my 6-Sam United, then chain my Anishi to return the Yubel. They missed the timing. So very important with that. Another great thing against Yubel is if you have a single 6 Samurai on the field, so your Shien, just a single 6 Samurai in the field, and you have a Fuma in your graveyard, you are protected from Terra Incarnate destroying your one monster on the field in the end phase. You might be thinking, you might be focused on, okay, it's like targeted destruction, Offerings of Doom, destroy your monster, protect with Fuma. No, sometimes you want to set up for that. Just get your Shien out. It's going to beat their Fuma. Let them do their Yubel play, protect Shien in the end phase. The next turn, follow up with your Anishi. You're going to dominate the Yubel player. Now, in the 6-Sam mirror match, it's so important. While this deck is so broken, it's so predictable. There's no surprises. If there's a face down card, you could bet that it's a Dual Wield. And if it's not a Dual Wield, you probably don't even have to worry about it. So to play around Dual Wield, sometimes the best thing to play around Dual Wield is to just set Fuma. Don't make a big play, because as soon as you make a big play and they activate Dual Wield, guess what's going to happen? They're going to spill their load on the field. They're going to summon all their monsters on the field. But if you carefully play around Dual Wield so they cannot activate it, never putting a second card on the field, they might just stick to having one monster on the field. As soon as they summon a second monster on the field, their Dual Wield becomes dead. And if they have one Shien and you have one Fuma, you get the special summon from your deck. Then you can make big plays next turn. So don't fall for that. Also, don't even activate your dojo. Don't even double dojo. Don't 6-Sam United, because you're just opening yourself to getting OTK'd by Dual Wield. Just try your best to hold back and just hang in there with the Fuma. A great thing for the mirror match I love is, let's say they turn one Shien, set a Dual Wield. I'll set Fuma. They go, they attack my Fuma. I special summon from the deck, which would be a Kizaru, likely. Then if I have a Secret of the 6 Samurai, this could usually help me synchro summon into a Shien without even normal summoning. So then I could force them to waste a Dual Wield and then still make plays around it. So that's what I like about that card. What do you want to negate with Shien? You want to negate Dojo. Negate Dojo. Dojo leads into Anishi. That is what you want to focus on in the mirror match, is avoid Anishi. Anishi is scarier than a Shien sometimes. Do not negate the 6-Sam United. Negate the Dojo. It gets out of hand. For every time you summon, you're putting counters on it. You're giving them any option to summon any monster from the deck. And Anishi, for that main reason, is what you really want to avoid. Be really mindful of the Anishi setup. If you just want to handle a single Shien, all you need is your own Shien plus any other 6-Sam. There's nothing they could do. If they attack in your Shien, you protect your Shien by destroying any other monster you control. It's that simple. Then you have the tie that binds to swing over. So let's get into the gameplay real quick. All right, let's do it. Opening up with Optimal Sams. Fuma special summon your Keyzon. Obviously optimal. Shokan into Shien. We got our one set card, which is Dual Wield. How do we use Dual Wield? This is how unfair Dual Wield is. You really want to focus on Dual Wield, pretty much making sure your Shien goes even with one spell or trap. This is how unfair the deck is. I'm just highlighting how absolutely unfair this is. This is OTK. Whatever that back row card is, you can't activate it. Summon your Fuma, suicide into Anishi. That's OTK. This could happen to any deck. How is that fair? That is not fair. And that's why this deck is so good. Let's move on to the next replay. Jesus. My name is Bell. You up, mate? Let's go. Seems fair. Seems fair. All right, Bell doesn't seem fair. I think you guys can agree with Bell not being fair. Turn 1 Terra Incarnate. He could destroy my back row, loop it with the Phoenix. He could also Cerulean Ritual Summon. Totally not cool. Let's break it. All right. United Pog of Greed. That's okay. That's okay. It's not amazing. That's okay. We're going to summon our Anishi, gain 2 counters. We're going to special summon the deck. Now we could draw 2 with our 6 Sam United. Just make our Xian with another 6 Sam United. This is totally fun. Even if he does not summon another monster or set another card, it's totally cool because our Xian is protected by Fuma. So we're going to watch it. We're just setting up. I'm just setting up, boy. We set it up. So do your plays. You got no plays. He ends his turn and Fuma protects the Xian. Love it. That's insane. So I normal summon, draw 2. And now with just Fuma on the field. Fuma on the field is great because Fuma can special summon a 6 Sam from the deck, which will be my Anishi if I did not draw into it. Let's see. We already have Anishi, and then now I'm going to use that 6 Sam United to cause him to miss the timing. We're going to activate it. Chain Anishi, because when Terra Incarnate leaves the field, it activates to summon an Ultimate Nightmare onto the field. Now the timing's missed. You lose. Good day, sir. Special summon keys on. OTK. Tie that binds. I love that Anishi goes at 25 when you have 2 others. That is insane. So it's a great way to deal at Bell. Fuma, protect Xian, all that good stuff. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Simple turn 1 Xian with our dual wield. How do we use this correctly? Is it brain dead? Is this easy? Are you guys going to be ready and using this for the giveaway tournament or what? It's disgusting, right? This is the top tier right now. What are we playing against? Negate Dojo, straight up. Dojo is a high priority. Negate. And luckily, sometimes it's a bluff that they don't even have a follow-up. This guy doesn't have a follow-up. Okay, sure. That's really good. Legendary of the 6 Samurai. Now you want to dual wield. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. How's he going to get a monster in the field now? He has no Dojo. He already used up his normal summon. That's when you want to do it. Get out of here. Negate Dojo, prevent the Shokan, prevent Anishi. Yeet! All right. Dojo United, Pog of Greed, turn 1 Xian. Hopefully we draw into a dual wield. Of course no, we did not. Wow, okay. Synchro. Shokan, what do we do when we don't open up dual wield? I YOLO. We YOLO. Activate Dojo. Oh, look. It is a 6 Sam mirror match. I am not going to negate that United. I'm chilling. I want to negate Dojo. If you negate United and they follow up a Dojo, you're in trouble. And look, it was a bluff. He doesn't even have a monster in the hand. That card in his hand is probably a Dojo. Fool. Now you negate the Dojo. You see, you need to be careful. You need to hold the negate. Hold it. Hold it. Now you negate. Get that garbage out of here. I don't think so. Now he's screwed. Now he's screwed. Dojo, this will trigger our Secret of the 6 Samurai. We have not normal summon yet. He's going to dual wield. Obviously going to negate it, but then he has another dual wield. Oh my Jesus. Double dual wield. How do we prevail? That's still special summoned. Now, I'm thinking really hard here. Should I go into Xian or Armades? You do want to think about Armades. Armades negating the Fuma. I just go for Xian, boy. Yeet! So very good that we were able to do all those plays without even normal summoning, and then was able to normal summon the Fuma back on the field. Look what this fool is doing. Don't get scared, guys. Don't be using your dual wield early. Just hold your ground, count the graveyard. I know this looks scary, but let's see what he does. The optimal play for him is to swing his Anishi into my monster and then activate his other Anishi to return my Xian back to my extra deck. That's a great play for him. Fool! Now he looks like a fool. He's swinging into Xian with an... It looks like for no reason, right? Wow. Big dummy, right? No, that was the right play from him. We were just outsmarting him. All right, Dojo United. Normal summon Anishi. Set up that Shien. Shokan time. Not before getting my dojos in. I think this is another Yubel matchup. Yeah. We're going to see some great use of our mateys here. Don't just focus on your Shien. Gee, how many people we have in the tournament? 246 people in the giveaway. I hope we don't break Smash GG. Oh my Jesus.
So, mark my words.
Hold on, Gia. We're in a top tier replay here. Mark my words, what? Something bad's gonna happen?
6 per pool, and the limit is 64 per pool.
Shokan! Sorry for interrupting you. We have Kizaru on summon. We're using the dojo to summon a Fuma. Now, you do see a Cunning. I was just messing with that. I am playing Secret of the Six Samurai instead. This is great. Our mateys take out the Yaksha. Yaksha is negated. But we ain't done yet. We're following up with a Cunning. Canadia, you fool! My deck is unfair, and you don't deserve to win if you're not playing Six Sams. Wow. Yeet!
Duel.
All right, mirror match, double dojo. See, we are on the receiving end now. How do we break this? How do we get out of the situation? You're gonna be on this opposite end of a Shien and potentially a dual wield. How do we break it? Sit back and watch the magic. Dojo for Fuma, that's a really good opener, but now we all automatically know there's no dual wield, and we know Shien is double protected. You always want to bait out the 6am United because Dojo is better. If they negate United, you're on easy street, boy. He's smart, he doesn't negate. He's smart and does negate Dojo though. But we got double Dojo, that's the only reason why we even activated it. Let's see what we could do here. All right, special summon Kizan. The highlight of this replay is going to be, if that back row is dual wield, he'd be in a much better situation. So you're gonna see what that back row actually is, and then I want you to understand why you probably should just play dual wield. This guy's probably not playing maxed out on dual wield, and that back row card is probably in his deck list. Could have been replaced by dual wield. So let's see, let's pay attention. Shokan! We special summon Fuma from the deck after special summoning a Kizan from the hand. Also drawing 2 cards. Love it. Just like that. Guess whose field is better? Ours is way better. And also thanks to the tie that binds, our Nishi is big enough to swing over a Fuma. That little detail, these little details are so important. Now we go even with the back row. Anishi takes out not only the Shien, but also takes out the Fuma. This is the difference between playing your deck optimally and not playing it optimally. He had a Cunning of the 6 Samurai. He thought for sure that his Shien was completely protected, that there was no way I could defeat his Shien. Against any other deck, he'd be right. With Cunning and Fuma, your Shien's protected, but not against an Anishi, boy. So it should have just been a dual wield. Should have just been a dual wield. Take out that Fuma. He special summons. At least he's playing the correct card. Kizaru special summon off of the Fuma. That allows you to make a comeback. We've seen that in tournaments. Clear that out. Let's see your pathetic follow-up. Not so pathetic. He follows up with a Shien, but like I said at the start, if you have a Shien plus another monster, you have nothing to fear. Your Shien's completely protected. Now watch this little detail. This is a little interesting. Instead of going for extra damage, he goes over my Shien. Now, and he deals less damage and gives me a choice. Guess what I choose to do? I'm not protecting my Shien. Get out of here. I got a Nishi, boy. A Nishi for life. Damn, son. Thank you. All right, we just replaced Shien like nothing, and we Anishi the Shien back to the hand. All right, Dojo United, normal summon, special. Draw 2, I'm just highlighting optimal 6 Sams, how you should play it, how you should build it. Get ready for the giveaway with it. Get ready on the ladder with it. Get ready for the Casey Cup with it. All right, let's see what we're playing. Now, I decided to not special from the deck because I want my dual wield to be live. It is a Gear Town deck. Now, be careful with your dual wield. With dual wield and Xian, we could prevent that Gear Town from being destroyed. We could return it back to the hand, or we can negate cards like Double Cyclone. I'm gonna negate. We totally cool with that. We negating. We also have an Anishi follow-up next turn. We have the setup OTK. If he only has one back row card, which is negated by Xian, and one monster, which is dealt with by Anishi, that's an OTK. So that's what I'm focusing on with my dual wield. All right. Reactor Dragon. Straight up, easy answer. We overbeat this. We don't even need Xian to negate. Return the back row. We have Anishi. Return the Wyvern back to the hand. That is OTK. That is how unfair this deck is. Special summon Kizaru, gain another search, draw 2. Jesus. Oh my Jesus. This is a ton of data. This is even lethal through a Sphere Kribo. Back to the hand. You fool. Welcome to the new Tier 0. YouTube and Twitch, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration of optimal 6 Sams. Love it. Dkayed Brigade out.